All right, y'all, man. Mighty Mouse UFL on the YouTube. Subscribe, guys. Ring the bell for notifications, man. Look, man. I see a lot of videos, man. People been putting up about Little Loaded and stuff like that, man. So I'm gonna put up a video about Little Loaded, man. I listen to Little Loaded. I've shared out his videos with a lot of people, man. Um, I met Little Loaded at one of my fights down in Oak Cliff that I did with a whole lot of wood shit with V King and those dudes down there. Businessman. We put on a big show down in Oak Cliff about a year and a half ago. Yeah, about a year and a half ago. And that was my first Texas event that I've ever put on. As you guys know, I've been putting on fights down in Texas now a lot, from Fort Worth to Dallas to Denton, all that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, man, the first time that I met Little Loaded, I didn't know who he was. I never listened to his music, never heard of him, none of that stuff. I'm 44 years old, so I wasn't really, I didn't really listen to him. Loaded was like 20 years old or whatever. He young dude, young cat. He a little rolling 60 crip dude, man, and I didn't know that. But we were running fights down in Oak Cliff. All right, we down there in the field, we getting it in. All right, well, it starts getting nighttime. So we had to switch from the field to the basketball court because we didn't have any lights. We tried to use the cars, but people kept standing in front of the cars, so the headlights from the cars didn't work. So we ended up having to take it up to the basketball court because that was the only place that had lights. So this is gonna sound wild, right? So when we get up there, all these little young dudes up there playing ball. Now, like I said, I didn't know Little Loaded, and I didn't know this area wasn't really a gang affiliated area. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know what Oak Cliff was, or I do now, but I didn't back then. I didn't know what Oak Cliff was. I didn't know the area. I didn't know a whole lot of woods. I didn't know the gang stuff going on around those areas. All I know is the city councilman put out a thing on his Facebook that said that we were able to bring all these different gangs together and put gloves on instead of killing each other. And we had GDs out there, Bloods, Tongo Blast, Serenos, Crips. We had a lot of gangs that he said that he's never seen cross those boundaries and without killing each other. He said we were able to actually put on fights in an area where dudes would never be allowed to go. Otherwise, these people would not be able to cross these different geographical lines without having some type of war or battle or whatever. So the city councilman put that out about us. All right. So anyway, we get out to the basketball court, and we got a little video with Little Loaded and all that stuff, man. A little hip hop video. We had Kevin Gates in the background. I can't share that with you because they'll copyright it. But Kevin Gates, we got the music in there. Me and V King are up in the Lamborghini, all that stuff. So Little Loaded's out there. He yells out some stuff, man, into the camera and stuff like that. Well, I didn't know that was Little Loaded until, like I said, later on. Well, we were out there at the basketball court, and basically, man, we were like, yo, we need the court because we need the lights. And Loaded and them were like, nah, man, we ain't giving up the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go somewhere else with that shit. So I like, yo, man. I said, come on, man. I said, bro, we need this shit, man. We trying to, put these gloves on. So V King goes up and hollers at him. So they go ahead and they pull out. They clear out and shit. But man, the way I had approached them, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know their gang affiliation, their gang ties, who they were. I didn't know any of that stuff. So, but after all of that, me and Loaded became super cool. We talk on social media, YouTube. Me and him, we go back and forth, man. We talked a lot, and we kicked it a lot. I started listening to Loaded. I started sharing out his videos, and and Loaded and I'm getting a little homicide charge. He went to jail for a few months or whatever, and he got out. He's actually out on bond before his death. Now, I didn't know Loaded like personal life as far as like with his girl and stuff. He's not like somebody like me and him went to the malls together or went out to eat together and stuff like that. We just used to just comment back and forth on each other's videos, and we'd bullshit, and he'd be like, when y'all coming back out here to the woods, and stuff like that, man. So me and him have always been cool. And I actually talked to him the week after he had came home from jail. I talked to him for a little while and stuff. Like I said, he had I don't know if it was a murder charge. I think it was like a manslaughter charge. I don't know what it was, but he ended up killing somebody outside of by his area or whatever. I think it was like one of his friends, and I guess it was by accident. I don't know. I don't know the whole story behind that, so I don't want to speak on it. But caught a little murder joint, manslaughter, whatever it was. He's out on bond, and I guess this girl, from what I understand, like cheated on him or whatever, and Little Loaded ultimately ended up taking his own life behind this girl. Now that's the word. That's what we heard. You know, I talked to Jig. I talked to a few other people out there that are closer to him than I am. So, you know, that was the word, and that's what happened. They live out there with him. They live out in the cliff. They're from there and stuff like that. So that was the word. That's what I had heard, and it was behind a girl or whatever, man. But I just wanted to, say rest in peace to Loaded on my YouTube, and if you guys can go support him and watch his videos, like I said, it's Little Loaded on the YouTube. His family's still getting the money from his YouTube and stuff like that, man. So if you guys can go support Loaded, and like I said, rest in peace, and shout out to all the Whole Lot of Wood shit, the whole V King, all the dudes in Dallas, all the dudes in Oak Cliff. Shout out to all them cats, Kunta Bang, all the cats out there, all the 60s out there, all the Bloods that are out there in the cliff, man. Shout out to all them cats. We'll be running another event out in the cliff July 10th. So we'll be out there running another Guns Down, Gloves Up movement out there. Me and Kunta Bang are putting on a show out there. And I hope everybody else can make it out to the cliff for the fights. But, man, again, rest in peace, Loaded. Those are my final words on it. And I felt like I had to make a video about it, and basically to help still promote his channel and, funds for his family and stuff like that, man. So hopefully you guys can share out his station, share out his music. He's got videos with YG, King Von, Pooh Shiest. He's got some big name people on his channel, man. So he definitely represented that cliff, and I think all y'all should go out there and, like I said, subscribe to his channel, man. Show support for him, his family, and stuff, man. And like I said, rest in peace. And we will be back down in the cliff August 10th. So anybody and everybody is free, and everybody is welcome to come out there. Guns Down, Gloves Up movement, man. This positive movement out here. We are all about the community resolution and, bringing ties into the communities, man, and getting these dudes to really knuckle up, man. Knuckle up out here. Live to fight another day. That's the movement. Stop the killing. Stop the gang violence. You know what I'm saying? Stop watching all these kids go back into the prison systems. You know what I'm saying? Live to fight another day. Isn't that what they said on that movie Friday? You know what I'm saying? When you kill somebody, you can't ever live to fight another day, man. So please share our movement out. Share out what we're doing. And we appreciate all y'all. Again, rest in peace, Lil Loaded, man. I'm out, man. All I got to say.